Hello, this is Lionel. I would like to share with you some tips and tricks about using Content Hub on Ubuntu Touch. Ubuntu Touch launch application in confined mode by default mean that you cannot access to common directories such as music, documents, downloads, folders. So you have to choose a Content Hub system in order to import file. If you want to work with files, to import file, to work with them, you have a writable directory in your application. So here is an example. I use a turntable which is available on an open store. In here I am on this is a screencast from my Ubuntu Touch device, and I added this button up to show you how can I import file using Content Hub. So if I try that one, I don't think that one is working, but doesn't mind. Okay, you can see here my action was to click on that icon, and then Content Hub is launched, and then I can retrieve back one file and store it in my local folder. I use this example as a cross-platform application. It means that when I want to build this application for desktop, here you can see that there is no button displayed. So how to do this? Let's see some code. I'm going to stop it. Okay. So several things to do. So I've imported some files specific to Ubuntu Touch. Here in the QML file, I added a directory, Ubuntu Touch directory, where I have some files. Here we can find the button. This is an image where a mouse area where we can click, and I will open the picker as you saw before in the demonstration. Here is that component which is responsible of launching a pop-up. I use some Ubuntu Touch components, QML components. So this is a pop-up displayed in the world screen. So what to remember? Content Hub. In order to use Content Hub, you have one first things to do within Ubuntu Touch. From the permission file @more, you have to add this. This is useful when you want to import a file. When you want to export, it is a content exchange source. But here I have to declare this. That is the first thing. The second one is that I don't want to be more intrusive in my cross-platform application, so I put all Ubuntu Touch specific files here. So let's go back to my pop-up. As you see, I have a content pair picker. Content pair picker is the screen that you saw here. Yeah, the content pair picker is what you see in the screen on the screen here. You have to define different things, such as which type of files you want to work with. For example, I've specified music one, but you can specify documents, downloads, or other files. And here I specify that my application is going to be the destination of the content pair picker. Okay, so now when the event of selecting a file, when you select a file, here, and you press like this is the event that is fired. So I do a peer request, which is in charge of downloading the file to a cached directory. So the aim here is to, by a connection QML type, to listen to state changed signals, and after it has been charged, I have a list of URL that I can put in my array here, and then after I just forward it to the listening component. Here I have the selected items that I manage here. On accept, I will store those files to the local directory. Okay, this is the QML part. Another thing is how can I import it without making errors in compilation. I use a loader object where I load only if I'm on Ubuntu Touch. This is a flag I've set on main.c++, as you will see later. And then when the loader is okay, I specify the source, which is here due to file import, and I did some parameters here. How does it work in main C++? I've added some preprocessor declarations here. When I'm on Ubuntu Touch, I decided that my application folder is going to be the app data allocation. So remember that app data allocation is calculated by Qt regarding what you set here. It is important to have the same name here that you specified in your manifest here, name, in order to be AppArmor will decide if it is okay, the right directory or not. So I specify the writable location, which is the app data location, and then I've instantiate one class which is responsible only to copy from a URL to the local folder. It is a simple class. And then I've added here the flag, as you remember in my QML. Whoops. Here. And then I've put in context the instance of file manager to become available in my QML file. So that's it for this example in main C++. If you want to see how my profile is working while I'm on Ubuntu Touch, in scope Ubuntu Touch, I've added those preprocessors declaration, and I added also the file manager, which is responsible for just only copy from one URL to the local folder. That's it. For as a reminder, also here it works because I've specified in my clickable.json a configuration step, Ubuntu Touch here, and I use template qmake. When qmake will parse profile, it will parse also this part. Okay, if I can see, I can show you, oops, where I stored my file, where my files are stored. Sorry. As you can see here, you can see here my files. So this is a default writable directory that you can access with standard path class from Qt. Here, Q standard path app data allocation. Okay, I think that's all. What else can I say? So I will put in the description of the video all the resources I've used, and the source code also is available. I will put it in the description. I think that it's going to be helpful for you. And this is to remind, this is an example, a cross-platform application where I've put some Ubuntu Touch specific components. Um, so that's all. Thank you. Bye bye.